changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, and also was used by Corona for their beer ad. That if you go to a warmer place like Mexico from New York City, you're going to have a better mood because you made a latitude change. You'll have an attitude change. But the reason we're using this in the context of bankruptcy is that venue, which is where do you file? Is it New York State, actually Southern District of New York, Delaware, Texas, Florida? There seems to have been a shift from filing in Delaware and New York to Texas. So that's a change of latitude. And is there a change of attitude? Well, the courts in Texas did something to make themselves appealing to select that place to file your bankruptcy, if you have the right to select. Most companies are doing business in every state if they're a big corporation, and you can choose where you want to file. Do I put it in Delaware because we have an office there? Do I put it in Texas? We have an office there. And so that's the question about venue. Now, there's also movement in government to eliminate this venue shopping. And that's sort of a background as to why it's a hot topic. Why is venue a hot topic? We then came together and discussed it and found that there are unique nuances of certain jurisdictions. And then there are places you would not want to file a bankruptcy unless you absolutely had to. And even if you did, you don't know what you're going to get. So it's like rolling the dice. And how can we change that? What things can be done in the future to change how those jurisdictions are viewed? But also, does it matter with COVID and Zoom, if so many things are being conducted virtually, that the problem I used to have with Delaware was it was hard for me to get there. It was like a long trip. There's no airport in Wilmington. It's in Philadelphia and you got to take a car. And if you live in California, it's like, I got to go all the way to the other side of the country to go to court for 20 minutes and fly all the way back over the other side of the country. And that's the question of venue and the challenge that's faced. And the big question that came out of our short meeting was, is Zoom going to change all of this? Because many judges feel comfortable with certain parts of the bankruptcy being on Zoom. Other people say, well, this should be in person. So there's a lot of different kind of moving parts, and it created a kind of a hot topic. And that's sort of what we're dealing with for session 1 of Contact Source Bankruptcy is venue reform, the question of venue.